Did you love when Kenny Olivier, Don Callis, and Stooge Knock It Off confronted Jungle Boy?
This was infuriating. This segment drove me insane. Everyone's performance in this drove me mad, but let's hear what you thought.
Okay. Every time that everybody says Jungle Boy's a future star, Jungle Boy's got charisma, Jungle Boy can work, Jungle Boy can sell, Jungle Boy can get sympathy, Jungle Boy is going to be big, we need to push Jungle Boy. Every time they give him something to do where he has to be confronted or speak, my God, I've seen people in a fucking coma have more emotion and passion. As a matter of fact, that's what I wrote. I said, it looks like he's in a medically induced coma, where the other ones are completely over the top. Twinkle Toes comes in and gives his breathy sing-song delivery while Callis stands there and rubs his hands together like a fucking Batman villain.
Yeah, whoever has the meme that's out there, whatever it is, they're like a Nickelodeon heel team or like a Disney movie, like the heels in a Disney movie. They're so ridiculous. They belong in WWE with this act, truly.
Yes, and while they're browbeating and dressing down Jungle Boy, he's standing there like a potted plant. And Twinkle Toes is promising him knuckle sandwiches. It's so obviously childish and spoofy. And then Jungle Boy responds to Twinkle Toes, as I said, with the fire and emotion of a guy in a medically induced coma. He just mutters. There's no fire. There's no bow up. There's no, and he's confronted by three guys, and in allegedly a physically threatening manner. And then Harpo, old Twinkle Toes, says, "I'll give you a free shot." He's like, "Go ahead, hit me once." And so there's Jungle Boy. Well, he takes his jacket off
as slow as possible.
He takes his wristwatch off or his bracelet or whatever it was, and he gets his fucking hair thing like he's going to pull his hair back in a ponytail, just lackadaisically. He doesn't notice of the three men that have confronted him right in front of him, one has just circled around behind him. And then Michael, knock it the fuck off and get off my television, give one of the worst hits with anything I've ever seen. Hits him in the back with a laptop, not even in the back of the head, but in like the middle part of his back, and Jungle Boy just crumples like, oh. And then Twinkle Toes hops on him and they have a big brawl. And then as Jungle Boy starts coming back a little bit, Twinkle Toes and Callis run away and jump in a golf cart, and the Stooge is coming to jump on it. As a last final little bit of comedy, Twinkle Toes kicks the Stooge off the golf cart and they drive off so that Jungle Boy can bump the Stooge again. And it was like the Perils of Penelope pit stop, where the last line was Olivier going, "I'll get you, Jungle Boy, and your little dog too." This is children. It was bad parody of a wrestling angle with comedy at the end to make it utterly useless. That's the summation of this thing. Infuriating, as you said. Were you infuriated, Brian?
I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, Omega and Callis, especially with not Nakamura, but Nakazawa, they're just such a goofy, silly comedy troupe that you can't take seriously. It's kind of like this Canadian comedy troupe, but they're not from Toronto, so no one's ever heard of them. They're
not the second city, they're the ghost town.
Jungle Boy, like you said, everyone says, "Oh, future star." I don't know. What is his ceiling?
In the ring, here's the thing. In the ring, and they could have started at the beginning. It's probably, at this point, I think it's too late. It's been 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
They could have, the thing was cute with the big dino douche. Their little team, Jurassic Express, take Dwarf Dong Sucker and get the fuck rid of him. And they could have pushed the team and then had somebody hurt the dinosaur. And Jungle Boy go out on his own. And they could have built him from underneath he wouldn't start getting wins, but he'd start hanging longer. And he'd start being more impressive. And then do the deal where one of the top guys like Jericho says, I can beat you twice in 10 minutes. Well, he beats him once, but the 10 minutes runs out. So technically, Jungle Boy got the win. Well, then, goddamn, hey, I'll take him on again and I'll beat him twice in 10 minutes or I'll goddamn give him $5,000 or whatever. That's when Jungle Boy gets the pin at 9:52. Oh, shit. And slowly but bring him up and don't let him talk more than necessary because he can't. And he apparently has no personality whatsoever. Either that or he's just scared shitless on television. Because what other star do you want to pay to see that just walks around and talks like that in a monotone voice and has no fire, emotion, or passion or energy in his face? They all just walk around. Is that the way they act in real life, you think? They're all just, nobody comes in a locker, hey, you motherfuckers, what's going on? Hey, goddammit, hey, Jungle Boy, hey, Luchasaurus, how you doing? Boy, you should have seen this goddamn wreck I saw on the interstate. That's the way guys come into the fucking locker room. They all just walk around like they're waiting for a fucking bus.
Now everyone's in the Cucamonga coma.
Whoo, the Cucamonga coma.